Happening on the stage, the deadly seance at Madame Pachinko's follows a Northern California medium struggling to stay afloat with a dwindling client base and small profits until her husband Sergey comes up with a 2-for-1 marketing ploy to stimulate business. The results are a ragtag group of eccentrics, some believers, some not so much, who stir up more than just disgruntled spirits. Joining us now is Richard Atkins, artistic director for the East Mountain Center for Theater, along with one of the acting company members, Tim Reardon. Gentlemen, thanks for sticking around. We talked a little bit about this, and we were just talking in the break. I'm a big fan of suspense, thriller, horror. And you brought up something that I never really thought about before, you know, some of the first murder mysteries. And you said that Edgar Allan Poe is is he officially credited, or is he kind of the unofficial grandfather of the murder mystery?
He actually is the officially credited.
Really?
He is responsible for being the innovator of the detective/murder mystery, and people like Sir Conan Doyle and Agatha Christie, they actually took from Edgar Allan Poe.
Really? So we can sort of trace Sherlock Holmes back to
Edgar Allan Poe and
wow,
the Murders
that's
of the Rue Morgue, the Purloined Letter.
Wow. Okay. So was he one of your inspirations for this?
He was. I back in the day, I wrote a play about Edgar Allan Poe. I researched him and found that he was the innovator of the detective story, and kind of inspired me to write
great.
11 murder mysteries.
Wow, so this is the 11th. This is a world premiere of this show. Tell us a little bit about it. We got a little bit of the plot. Tim, tell us who you play in this. Obviously, you're wearing a badge, and I'm assuming that you're not really a detective in real life. Okay.
But I play Lieutenant Flaherty, Monterey Police Department homicide.
Okay.
And we get called, my sergeant sidekick, and we get called to the murder mystery after the decedent, after the body's discovered. So. And we interview, we interrogate, we suppose, we find out who done it.
Okay. Now, this whodunit also, since this is happening at a seance, I imagine incorporates some supernatural elements into it as well.
Yes, there are. Well, Madame Pachinko and her husband Serge, they're not into these spirits coming to them. It's usually smoke and mirrors with them.
Okay.
But when this particular group comes together, spirits start coming out. They start fighting with each other. They start fighting with the characters. So there are a lot of special effects, a lot of good stuff happening on stage.
Okay, that's exciting. I love seeing the special effects. You know, when you see sort of a thriller or something like that on the stage, and you get to see those special effects in person, it really is quite captivating.
There's like 7 actors, but there's like 14 characters because voices and different people appear as spirits and stuff like that. So there's an awful lot of interplay between all the characters.
And it's also quite fun. There's a bit of comedy in this as well, so it's not just dark gloom and doom suspense.
Exactly.
There's a bit of humor as well.
And that's the difficulty, is making murder funny.
Right. Yeah, I would imagine as a
easy.
writer and a director,
Right.
and as well as an acting company, being able to do that, I imagine, is a challenge. Now, we've only got a couple more opportunities to see this show. Is that right?
Right. Friday and Saturday are the last performances. You can get your tickets at emct.org. And we're in the East Mountains at the Vista Grande Community Center stage. We do have dinner theater or show only.
Okay.
So there's lots of opportunities for everybody to come by and see us.
Okay. So coming out of this, before we're out of this, what is your favorite part of doing this? Obviously, you've come back for a number of these murder mysteries. You have written 11. Why do you keep coming back to it?
I do it to make fun of Richard. But honestly, because we have such a nice ensemble group and we work with the same players a lot, the camaraderie, the whole idea of working together to put out a product and get interaction from the audience. I mean, in theater, I think that's what touches you and resonates with you most, to get involved in doing it. And we have a great bunch of people we work with. Our audiences are fantastic. We have a great following up there in the East Mountains, especially for the murder mysteries. There's sort of a cult Richard Atkins murder mystery following after 11 years. So
is that you got this following? Is that what keeps you going?
Pretty much. It's 45% of our demographic is Albuquerque. So they make the trek up to the East Mountains. Plus, murder mysteries kind of appeal to people's puzzle solving.
Right.
You know, they love to, they write notes on the program to see who might have done it, you know.
So great.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Again, guys, you've only got a couple more chances to check this puzzle out. If you want more information about the deadly seance at Madame Pachinko's, just head over to foxnewmexico.com.